Okay, here's part 2 of the Glaciers podcast. This will focus on glacial deposition. So the type of sediments that are deposited by a glacier that I want you to know is called till. And you can tell till because it's got all sizes mixed together. A lot of our soil here in New England is made of till, and that's why if you garden around here, you end up digging up so many big rocks because it's got all sizes, including these large cobbles in with the silt and the mud and the sand. And that's because a glacier acts like a bulldozer. It jumbles up all the sediment as it pushes it in front of it. Probably the most common feature and the largest caused by glacial deposition is a moraine, which is a pile of till on the edge of a glacier. So if you imagine when you're shoveling snow and you're pushing the shovel ahead of you, you end up with a pile in the front, and then you end up with 2 piles on either side. Those are all moraines. So a lateral moraine is the pile of till on the sides of the glacier. And if 2 glaciers merge, they can join and make a moraine in the middle of the glacier. That's called a medial moraine. Then you have the end or terminal moraine, which is at the end of a glacier that's not moving forward or advancing. And then a ground moraine is kind of like an end moraine, but as the glacier is receding. So it's very similar. This diagram shows a lateral moraine, medial moraine, where 2 small glaciers meet and the lateral moraines merge in the middle of the glacier, and then also the terminal moraine at the end, or end moraine. So moraines are the big features. And here's a small-ish moraine. This is a terminal or end moraine from this glacier here. So it pushed this till forward and then it melted back, leaving this till behind. These 3 are all smaller features created by glacial deposition. They're all made of till. You have a drumlin that looks like a small mound of till. A lot of our hills nearby are drumlins. You can always tell a drumlin because it has an oval shape like the back of a spoon. So if you filled a spoon with sand and then plopped it down upside down, that would be the shape of a drumlin. An esker is a long snake-like ridge deposited by a stream that flowed under the glacier. Sorry for the typo. So you can usually tell that because it's like a very windy ridge. And then for a kettle, that forms when a chunk of ice breaks off and gets buried, and then when it melts, it leaves a hole in the ground. Often these fill in with water to become kettle ponds. So let's see some pictures. This is a kettle hole. So this area used to be filled with ice, and then the ice melted, leaving the hole behind. And this is a kettle pond, so the lake that formed when that kettle hole filled with water. These are tiny little drumlins. Here you can see this one's eroded to show the till. But you can see that oval shape. It looks like the back of a spoon. And this is an esker. So it's windy and thin and skinny, and it's a ridge of till. Another common feature created by glacial deposition is an erratic. A lot of the random rocks that we have in our woods are erratics. They're large boulder-sized rocks dumped by a glacier, and it's a different type than the surrounding rock because it came from far away. So a lot of the rocks that we have here in New England actually came from Canada, and the glacier moved them southwards to us. The word erratic means weird or out of place, and these are rocks that don't belong here because they've come from so far away. This is a picture in Nova Scotia. All of these large rocks here are erratics. All right, so time for a check for understanding. What features are these? First off, there's my husband. Isn't he cute? But we've got this feature right here. This is a picture I got online. You're looking at this feature. Here's 2 on top of each other. We're looking at this feature right here. Here we're looking at these guys. This is looking for the type of sediment. And here we've got 2, this one and this one. And there used to be a glacier right here where it's flat. And then finally we've got this right here. All right, so I'm going to go through the answers, so either pause or rewind if you don't want to find out what they are. Okay, this is a moraine, and it's probably lateral. It could be end. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's really large. So that's how you can tell what it is. This is a drumlin. You can tell by its oval shape. These are erratics. This is a lateral moraine. You can tell because it's on the side of the glacier. These are kettle ponds. This is till sediment. You can tell because it's all sizes all together. This one is the lateral moraine that was the side of the glacier. This is the end moraine that was the end of the glacier. And this is an esker. You can tell because it's a ridge. All right, you're going to practice all of these when you do Google Earth, and let me know if you have any questions.